Hi, everybody. I'm just coming to you actually with a new subject. I was talking about weight loss and I'm still on that journey, but I'm still trying to finish nursing school. I have like a week and a half left, so that's my excuse for not being totally on board all the time with that. So anyway, but what I want to talk about today is I guess like following your heart and doing things in your own way rather than maybe following other people or following whatever you hear on the radio or TV or in the media or in the magazines or from your friends or people you hear. Anyway, I just want to kind of talk about, I guess, my own journey coming to my own place. Now, I'm 35, and so I've had a lot of time to, go through different situations. I would say when I was younger, I used to watch TV commercials and think like, okay, that is the best wrinkle eraser, or that is the best toy, or that is the best whatever they were saying it was the best of. And so now I'm in the place where, like, if somebody tells me something or if I hear something, I definitely look into it and research about it to find out, okay, what's the real validity here? And most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, I find that whatever it is I've been told is not quite right. And I'm going to give you a perfect example. For the ladies, this is a good example. Wrinkle creams. I used to be in the beauty industry, as I've talked about before, and there are tons of things out there telling you this will help you with your wrinkles, this will make your skin more youthful, this will do this and this will do that. But vast majority, I would say like 92% maybe, do not even really work any more than moisturizing your skin and putting emollients back in your skin. There are products that really actually do something for anti-aging, and it's kind of like a little bit of a secret for me, and so I don't necessarily want to talk about it right now on camera, but anyway, that's the principal point. Like, I've been seeing things about wrinkling, non-aging products, this and that, like, for so long, and so many times I used to think, oh, wow, that's awesome. But now that I've had experience and I've researched and I've come to understand things, I know what really works and what doesn't. And I will still be impressed when I use certain products, like right after I use it. It makes my skin feel good, makes my skin feel great. But the next day, is there any real difference? Most of the time, not. It might just make a surface look better, but does it really do something to change the structure of your skin? Anyway. Oh my gosh, I totally went off subject. Anyway, what I meant to be talking about is going about things your own way. If you don't have a problem with following the crowd and you're cool just hanging in there and doing whatever it is that you're told, that's cool. But I think if you have kind of an itching to understand different ways of thinking and a better understanding, researching and finding out for yourself, different books, different writers, speakers, videos on YouTube, all sorts of things, to find out the real truth. Because so what if you heard something, maybe have seen something that looked really good, but it's like the real test is if something works long term. My dad always says time tells, and that applies to so many things. Something may seem like awesome at first, like, wow, this cream makes my skin feel so great. Oh, this cream smells so good. But the things that I know make the most difference in your skin permanently and really anti-age and do all that don't smell good, don't feel great, don't look great necessarily at the time when you put it on, but it's like what it does for the long term. So anyway, I just want to talk about, like, if you're somebody who wants to do things different, not always following what anyone says, and figure out, like, what you really feel. It's definitely worth it to me to find out what works best for you and what's the best thing for you. And the only way that I can say to do that is to do lots of research. It's funny because me and my husband are both that kind of person. Like, he'll be like, well, I was looking at this thing about this, I don't know, looking at all these different aspects of this one idea. And that's the way to really do it. Like, it's only by getting, if you have one aspect and you get 5 different opinions and 5 different ideas, maybe 2 of them might be sort of what you really identify with. Maybe 3 of them are totally out there and don't have anything really positive for you to go on. So anyway, I know this is kind of random, but I just wanted to talk about figuring things out definitely for yourself. I've talked about it a little bit before in a different context, but I think it's really important to find out and to look into things and figure out what's best for you rather than following the crowd. You might be following the crowd and end up somewhere you never even wanted to be in the first place. It's better to figure out what you want to do and then work toward that, and then wherever you get is actually from your own decision making, your own review, your own, rather than whatever somebody says or whatever you heard or something like that. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say today. I just wanted to leave you guys with that note. And yeah, I think it's super, super, super awesome to march to a different drummer, even though it's not necessarily what society or people think is cool or people think is good. When you follow your heart and what you think is best, it's more likely, much, much more likely to end up somewhere that you're proud of rather than, okay, let's say you end up somewhere pretty good, but it's not where you what you saw as important or ever where you really wanted to be in your heart of hearts. There's no point in that. Like, you're going to be somewhere, and for what? It's not where you wanted to be anyway in your heart of hearts. So just a little advice again to leave you guys with. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you soon.